Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Viraj and today we guys are going to discuss about a decorator in Python. Decorator are functions which takes another function as an argument. These functions are modifying the functionality of a function without changing a code. How we can achieve this? We can see the one of the example. Before that, we can see that this is the simplest example of a function where we define a function and we are calling it, and it will print I am in a test. Here is a decorator example. We have a multiple functions. If I wanted to modify the functionality of a test function, then how I can do that? Decorator example is nothing but a decorator function. Test is a normal function the way we define it. Deco underscore func equal to decorator underscore ex, and we are passing something. That something is nothing but the test, and that test is nothing but the function. So decorator function takes the function as an argument. Then on the next line, we can say that decorator func opening closing. So we are calling that object, so which is internally going to call to the decorator example. Let's see the workflow or execution flow of it. Deco underscore func, then it will call decorator example, which will have a one parameter already, which is a test. Then it will directly jump to the return statement. The reason is in a body only definition of inner func is there. So inner func will going to get called next. Then it will print the before message. Then it will go to the func. Right now we know that func is equivalent to test, or it is a test only. So test will going to get called, and then we can see I am in a test message. And lastly we will see that after. So guys, this is the one way of implementation of a decorator. There is another way of implementing a decorator example with the @ keyword. Let's see that. So guys, we have taken a same example, decorator underscore example, which again takes a function as an argument, but the only change in a implementation of a test. We have added decorator underscore example to the test function. So we don't need to create an object here. We don't need to create an object. We can directly call the test, and internally this test will going to call the decorator. So how this workflow happens? So this workflow is going to happen something like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can track all this point and we can understand the entire functionality of a decorator. So guys, let's do the same hands-on exercise. So guys, let's see the decorator. Example number 1. Def decorator example, which will take a function as a argument. Def inner func print before, then func print after, return inner func. Then def test print I am in test. Deco func equal to decorator example test deco func. So now as soon as we are going to call this deco func, it will go to the decorator example. This particular function will have a one parameter which is func, and func is nothing but the get replaced with the test. Then this inner func will get defined. Then return statement is going to get executed, and a return statement it will call the inner func. Then it will print the before. Then func is nothing but the test will going to get called, and lastly after. So let's see. Before I am in a test and after. Example number 2. Def decorator example func, def inner func print before func print after, return inner func Then at the rate decorator example. So at the rate and decorator function name. Def test. This is how we can avoid the creation of an object of a decorator function. Print I am in test. And we need to just call a test. We don't need to call an object. So we can see the same output. So the difference will be this line, this particular line. Here we just replace that particular line with the at the rate decorator example. What if this particular test is going to have some parameter? So for example, if we pass some parameter to the test, how we are going to execute this or how we are going to write it? So let's take a example number 3 with some parameter in a function or decorator function. Def decorator example func, def inner func and a comma b. Print before func a comma b, print after. Return inner func. Def test, we need to write a decorator example a, or we can say that num1 comma num2, print value of a num1 and a num2. So here I am using a string formatting. Test 10 comma 20. So we can see that before value of a num1 is 10 and 20. If I just wanted to swap it, so how we can do that? We can take a cut copy paste this example number 3.1. For num1, if I wanted to do the something like a 10 and 20. So how we can do this? Oh, actually we need to write a num2. We can see the 10 and 20. So how we can do here? B comma A. And test 10 comma 20, but it will have a 20 and 10. So this is how we can accept parameters in a decorator function. So that's it for this video guys. See you in a next.